tragedy strikes in the Tales of almost at Vesperia, Berseria series. So, I recorded this entire rest of this dungeon, which is only one episode worth, of course. It's not that big of a deal, but, then had a critical problem on my computer where we lost the entire file. So now I'm replaying the dungeon to re-record it. So, if I seem a tad familiar with what's going on around me, it might be because I've already done it. That's a bummer. That's like the worst thing that can happen. Oh, right. It is funny watching the camera go on rails for a little while. It's moments like that specifically remind me of like those tile-based dungeon crawlers, where you move one tile at a time and you rotate by 90 degrees and stuff like that, which are actually popular in Japan. I feel like that. Oh crap! That was a surprise. I feel like that's a genre that started in the United States, but ended up becoming a modern popular genre in Japan, where here it's practically dead. You basically have to wait 3 years for the next Grimrock game to come out, and that's one of the only fixes. There's a few other ones, but those are usually generally considered to be of low quality by audiences, which doesn't help. Well, they're squishy.
I wish I had power like that.
Who knows? Who knew that skulls could be so squishy? That's not weird at all. That's not a sentence forever on my channel or anything like that. Oh. So the lever just pulled this, just opened this side area over here. True to form, as usual, I'm opening things and unblocking passages before ever encountering that the thing is blocked. That's a weird detail. It's basically like just a check to say, hey, you noticing these switches and clicking on them? If you're not, well, you're gonna feel real dumb in about 10 seconds, and as a result, you will lose a total of 20 seconds. I wonder if that's... it makes me wonder if this water mechanic's ever going to be used in an interesting manner somewhere in the game. Because I'm curious just because these games... From what I've seen of these two Tales games, at least, they definitely seem to be keen on reusing assets constantly between games. And so I can't help but wonder if they're so interested in saving resources by reusing them, shouldn't they be also concerned in making the assets count for something? So presumably there'd be like a mechanic at some point. It's like, we made the switch and it does this thing with the water. Alright, we're gonna use that in this dungeon. That's the reason we made it. Because if it just delays the player for 20 seconds, then the time that the player spends with it is massively disproportionate to the amount of time spent making it. Which is somewhat the antithesis of the this general design concept where you are basically reusing certain concepts and sort of padding out the game with them. Whoa. I'd be curious. Although the exact same switch might be also in Zestiria, in which case they were just grabbing the switch that they already had and using the water mechanic they already had, perhaps. For all I know, they've been using the same switch since Vesperia. I don't have enough memory of a 10-year-old Tales game to remember what Vesperia looked like besides the talking dog. I remember Yuri, and I remember talking dog, and I remember getting lost in a ghost village for a while and not really wanting, and kind of losing track of where to go.
A library? This is unexpected.
Wow! Oh, well, isn't this a rare collection of tomes? You royals sure have coffers to burn. Oh, books in the ancient tongue.
Can you read it?
Well, no, but I just...
This has nothing to do with our job.
Hanna-Barbera!
Huh?
If you want it, just take it. Don't pretend to be noble. You're consorting with demons.
Good grief, Velvet. You can't lighten up for once in your life?
Lighten up? Did you forget we're here to kill someone?
You really want that ratty old thing? There's gotta be way pricier ones.
Here we go. So is that her redeeming herself in his eyes? Like, oh, she's not evil, even though that part where she tried to kill me because I was watching her sleep. She loves me, and that's why she's giving me books. But I can't help it. I said Hanna-Barbera because this is such a moment like that where if you watch old Scooby-Doo cartoons and stuff like that, like they'd always have like these dull, dark, musty-looking backgrounds because they're supposed to be in creepy, dark mansions. But then there'd be one lightly, really like brightly colored, cartoonish-looking object, and whenever that was in the frame, you always knew, oh, that object's going to be interacted with some way. Oh, there's a bright colored vase, it's gonna break. There's a bright book on the shelf, they're gonna grab that specific book off the shelf. And that's because they had a dark background and a bright colored overlay that they were animating on over the background. And so all the stuff that was there... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I could spend a long time here reading historical texts. But you could basically always tell what was going to move on a screen in advance because it was brightly colored with usually a thick outline.
So, Magulu, which way to the worship hall?
Which way indeed?
I asked you a question.
I told you I've been here before, but I never said I was an expert.
And I said we'd dump you if you started to annoy me.
Dump me? Then you'll need to look for a trash can first.
I'm the fool for even trying to hold a conversation with you.
That's the spirit. Loosen up those shoulders, and the way forward ought to make itself plain.
My strategy in social situations is to exhaust and exasperate people until they don't want to talk anymore. I'm Magalu. That's the Magalu way. Oh god. He was way closer than I thought. Of course we have to search every room for shinies to pick up, even though it's a slightly reduced impact thing to do, because I've maxed out all of my certain types of coins in my inventory because I haven't been selling them correctly. Often confusing them for things that might be used as crafting materials and afraid to spend them lest I get in trouble later. The thing that comes to mind was hearing that,
Feeling nervous, Laphicet?
A bit. I can teach you a spell that will help. Like that eeny-teeny spiny crow thing? No, that was divination to draw back the Veil of Fate. This spell is a bit of magic that will improve your fortune. Here is what you must chant. Magicazam! See? It totally works. I'm not sure. What did the spell do? It's a pointless charm to dispel a pointless worry.
If it's pointless, why even perform it?
Because humans are creatures that find themselves burdened unknowingly by pointless things. In any case, chant after me. Are you ready? All right. Magicazam! Magicazam. I can't hear you! Try again! Magicazam! Magicazam. Once again, with feeling! Magicazamazam! Magicazamazam! Again! Magicazamazam! Is that all you've got? Magicazamazam! Shh, keep it down. We're trying to sneak in, remember? What? Just an old gag.
Shut up!
Ow, what was that for? I was only easing the boy's nerves.
We have more important things to worry about.
Demons and Malachim are such stiffs. Magicazam. Huh? Did that help? And now the boy consoles me. Well, that was pointless.
Am I crazy, or is Magalu talking more and more like a normal person over time? I wonder if there was like a few standout cutscenes where near the beginning where like it was the voice actors' like first scenes recording, and they didn't have the. I'm throwing things away at this point. Whoops. I can't pick them up either way. I wonder if some of the early scenes were like early moments in the voice actor's job where like they didn't have the tone down for the voice, but they just kept it. Because some of them, like, she's just screeching and screaming. I'm like, oh god, delete her from the game. But in the meantime, she started talking just like just a person, which has been much appreciated. Like, she still has the persona of being all like, oh, well, yeah, I'm Magalu and blah, blah, blah. And like the whole thing she does. The great caricature there, Keith. But you know what I mean, like there's the specific character she's playing, that still is there, obviously. But she's not doing the incredibly irritating crap she was doing for like the first hour of the game, that kind of just went away. And she's behaving just like a character now. So this is an entirely circular hallway. I'm gonna carefully sneak in. Ah! Mine. I am Master Thief, apparently. I can't do this. I can't play this well in any of my actual stealth games. I like to imagine that these are actual guards and they're just bumbling around and they just can't keep up with you and you go slightly around corners and stuff and they're all freaking out like, how do I catch them? Oh no, they went through a door. I guess I lost my job. And they just give up on the spot and stop chasing you. It's fun to interpret this AI behavior as being literal when it's humans that you're running from, because their behavior would be crazy in that context. Hey there. Sneaky. Real sneaky, sis. Oh. Oh my god, really sneaky. Oh. I can't even take some of them. Nope, I need to empty out my stacks. Whoops. But yeah, the thing that comes to mind is like the idea of like Final Fantasy 15 scared me with crafting items, because they'd be like, yeah, you need that rusted bit to upgrade your weapon. I'm like, what? That's like the go-to thing you would name something that you're allowed to throw away. A rusted bit? Are you joking? So now I'm afraid to sell anything.
Are you Gideon?
I am in prayer at the moment. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Such ill manners. But what else could I expect of a demon?
Stop right there! Another accurate augury.
An ambush.
Is this more of your Reaper's curse? Or do you think the old lady sold us out?
You figured it out, didn't you? That he's running the Nectar operation.
Indeed. I followed up on each of the incidents you caused, and the trail led me all the way to the High Priest Gideon.
Yet you still defend him?
The punishment he deserves is for the Abbey to administer.
Punishment? How dare you? Do you realize how much I've done for the good of the Abbey?
Make her nice and desperate, Velvet. I just know the result will be something wonderful.
Stay out of this, witch. I'll take care of this right here, right now.
Tell me your weaknesses. They're all pretty much weak to water, actually. Oh yeah, I should have set up a combo for her already. Oh yeah, Twin Whip. That's pretty much perfect, right? It has water attacks and it has stuns. So everyone here is weak to it, and I can just spam the shit out of it, and they just melt. There we go. Oh, whoa. A lot of area effect things happening. I'm gonna target their casters just to get rid of some of those. There we go. I think part of the reason why I'm not targeting the right person. I think part of the reason why I ended up being critical of the Reaper's Curse concept is that I really went down faster this time. Is the fact that I'm watching Ruby at the same time. Season 3? 4? I forget. Whatever the new one is. And there's a character in Ruby that also has like a I have bad luck as a story mechanic. But they're just like, their explanation is really short. They're just like, I've been keeping my distance because bad things tend to happen around me and stuff like that. And what do you know? Before long, the worst case scenario happens in the story without giving any specific details. There's just a basic setup and payoff. But this one, we're getting to a point where the party takes every single minor inconvenience and tries to attribute it to the Reaper's Curse. But like, it's stuff like that last dungeon the dungeon we did to get around that gate. It's like, oh no, a small boulder's in our way. The Reaper's Curse.
Madam Eleanor!
Damn, reinforcements.
They have the advantage at range.
Crush her head.
Leave Eleanor There you are, Bienfu. Did you think you could run from your true mistress? Miss Maki-Lou! I'm putting you back where you belong. You, descendant of the Seventh Grove, see our vows renewed. May our prayers of discontent vanish infinitesimal into the void. Remember this true name I bestow unto you, Fushi Cass! Oh, now it is on!
That power. Are you an exorcist?
Wrong. I am a witch, for whom the universe is a plaything, and the souls of men but motes. Oh, but if it's a name you need, call me Miss Magi-Lou.
A human consorting with demons? Have you no shame, girl?
The tone got super weird there. I just want to point out the cutscene started with them saying that Velvet was going to crush her head with her bare hand. That was how the cutscene started, and it ended with haha funny music was as adorable hat creature gets captured by a summoner and stuff like that. I'm like, what? That went from morbid to funny really abruptly. That was weird. Switch Blast. So I take it Magi-Lou couldn't join the party before and couldn't fight properly because she didn't have that before, and now she can actually behave properly as an exorcist, which she seems to be, even if she won't say it. Switch Blast. Spending one break gauge level during a combo will instantly switch out characters and perform a tremendous knockback. Doing this while defending will switch characters without attacking, so decide which is right for the situation. So I have to do this mandatory. There you go. When you have at least one BG, you can press up to switch out a character. For the substitute fighter, when you get 6 characters, you can also press down. As long as you have the required BG, you can even switch out KO'd characters with characters who can still fight, which sounds super useful, actually. Whoa, he seems angry. Alright, let's take out her ads again. Hey there. Okay, she's a little focused on me. I'm definitely tagging the spellcasters first if I can. There you are. Oh, he's almost down. Now he is. They are just melting today. I take it that Magi-Lou might be targeting their weaknesses pretty harsh. Yes, 2 for 1. Best case scenario. Just you now? This is gonna hurt. It's just a really bad time for her. Oh my god. Oh my god. I almost feel bad.
Stand aside.
Never!
Why do they sound like children?
Wait! All I did for the sake of the Abbey. We needed money to build the temple. That's why I sold the nectar.
Dude, you're really misreading the room.
I know I was wrong to produce so much of it, but I was only trying to help the people as best I could. Let's talk this over. Who ordered you here? Was it the sick? Was it the doctors? Or... No. Was it Artorias? I knew it! Damn his eyes! So he wants to wipe me out of existence, does he? That bastard! After all the work I did for him! No!
Velvet!
That false savior will pay! You won't be rid of me so easily!
You can't die now! You think you could read books when you're dead? Don't you die either, Velvet!
Priesty's getting away.
He won't. I'll hunt him down.
Whoa, that's a lot of experience. 2 grand right there. I wonder if people get equal experience across your party whether they're in the current fight or not. It varies so wildly from game to game. Using a switch blast will nullify any status effects and add 1 soul to the character coming in. That's pretty good. So switching back and forth can help you build up. It's basically we're trading BG for soul, which is really good if you don't have souls to do basic combos anymore. It's funny how that guy was. He thought we were there for justice.
So, not even the High Priest is immune to demon blight.
I guess he hit his limit.
He's like, oh no, I can reason with you. I totally had reasons for everything I was doing. And it's like, so Velvet's like, I'm here for Artorias. You're in my way. I have to kill you to move on with my life. I don't care about anything you say. And it's like, oh, he's misreading the room so hard, thinking that he can reason with any of this.
What was that?
Hey, 1 more for the collection.
What is that?
The demon returned to human form? And what is that beast?
There's a barrier here.
So what? The Abbey is holding this thing captive?
This barrier. I know it well.
It seems our errand has met with success. At least technically speaking.
Right. Let's get out of here.
What did you do to the High Priest? What is this demon?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Do not mock me!
You are the mockery. What do you hope to do to me without your exorcist powers?
Who are you? Who are you people?
That was some night, though.
Stay sharp. Dawn hasn't come yet.
So I'm starting to think that Velvet was some kind of experiment intentionally to create exactly what she is and her ability, because she exhibited this power to take a demon and turn it back into a human. And that's the second time we've seen that, and once again, it's somebody stuck at it's a creature, a demon stuck at the bottom of a pit with a weird barrier keeping them in.
Stealing a Moloch from an exorcist. How did you pull that one off, Magilu?
The info was my Moloch to begin with. Then he betrayed me and ran away from his rightful home. Miss Magilu treats Malachim so bad. I couldn't take it anymore. After a little while, I ran into Madame Eleanor. She was so much nicer to me. I see. Now, just how am I going to punish you for that little slander on my character? The bad days are here again!
You're an exorcist, then.
I'm a witch, silly. Bienfu here is the catalyst thingy for my magic.
But only exorcists can form a pact with Malakim.
Oh yeah? Says who? Someone who likes making dumb rules?
Enough, Velvet. Questioning her is a good way to go mad.
That's adorable and terrifying. It's terradorifying. Did not have a place to go with that one at all. But yeah, we've had the second case now of a demon trapped at the bottom of some kind of pit. Likely directly because of the Abbey. The last time it was Artorias directly, this time it very well could be again. And whatever the creature was, it killed somebody that had become a demon, and the person turned back into a human, which is exactly what happened when Velvet killed some demons after the shipwreck at the beginning of the game. She turned them back into humans. They were dead, just like this one was, but that's different from everyone else, because normally when you kill demons, they just stay demons, and that's noteworthy. Corrupted orb. I must have missed that, right? Huh. I'm actually not sure where that was then.
You did the job well, it seems.
You heard quickly.
That's about all I'm good for. And with these old ears, sometimes it's hard to hear it all.
And did you learn anything about the key for passing through the barrier?
Yes. Only the high-ranking exorcists can enter through the barrier protecting Artorias and his temple. Exorcists are considered high-ranking if they are accompanied by at least 4 greater Malakim.
So if we had 4 powerful Malakim with us, we could slip through.
But Malakim outside the Abbey's control are rare. They thought this through.
Well, I may not look it, but I'm a greater Moloch.
Aizen, Laphicet, and Bienfu. So we just need one more.
We'll have to steal it then.
So I have to come too? Sounds like a pain.
Then stay. We don't need you. We'll keep Bienfu, though.
You have no courtesy. How about, it would be an honor, Madame Magilu? More like that.
Would you come if we asked? To attack the shepherd?
Depends on how you ask. A battle between shepherd and demon sounds like a real fine spectacle.
I'm afraid this is just how Miss Magilu is.
Miss Magilu, I would like it if you came with us. Please.
Laphicet.
Well, what choice does that leave me? I suppose I could tag along a little while longer.
You can count on me.
Melchior will be there. You and I still share the same goal.
Our business is done. You can have this back.
Keep it, dear. As long as you have that, we will count you as an ally worthy of aid.
Allies of the ones trying to kill the Savior? You might regret that.
Such a considerate young lady. Listen, dear, all of us live on the fringes of their so-called reason, do we not?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Velvet, wait.
My.
I can't blame him. It's been a long night.
Some aid for your allies?
Of course. Right away.
You're finally up.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Getting sleepy or hungry is a natural part of life. I won't eat you.
What about your wounds? Feeling pain? That's also natural, right?
I'm fine. It was nothing.
You're really tough, aren't you, Velvet?
You have to be tough if what you seek is revenge.
Revenge?
We're leaving.